Hello, today we're going to talk about how the legislative branch or Congress got its starts, origins, and how it became what it is today. Now, as we know today, we have Congress, which is made up of the Senate and the House of Representatives. Now, back in 1787, we had two plans. We had the Virginia plan, and then we had the New Jersey plan. Now, the Virginia plan was talking about how the state's population should make up the representation. They wanted two houses. They wanted two houses and to base the representation based on the state's population. Now, Virginia, New York, Pennsylvania, maybe even North and South Carolina, we're thinking, that's not bad. We have a pretty good amount of people, and we're pretty big. We can even fit more people when those people bring more people, and then we have immigrants coming over, and yada, yada, yada. However, little itty-bitty states like New Jersey and Delaware are kind of looking at each other going like, hey, Delaware, we're going to get short end of the stick on this if we don't, speak up over here. So Jersey comes out and Jersey says, no, that's not going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one house, and everyone's going to get the even amount. That way, it's equality for all. Now, in 1787, the country is brand spanking new, and it is just barely crawling to get to its feet, to get on its feet and just walk and jog or run. It's not even crawling. It's like a turtle on its back on the shell, just moving around and not getting anywhere. So, a lot of people thought, well, maybe the smaller states have a point. They don't want to be, they don't want to get squeezed out of the power. And the bigger states were thinking, well, that's just tough luck. Small kid on the block. We're the big guys, all right? Now, some people thought that the smaller states were really just causing a problem, like Alexander Hamdog Hamilton, and he was thinking, they don't want power, they don't want to have equal power, they want to have more power than the bigger states. It's not about equality, it's about power. And he also thought that the colonies and the states were really just entities made up of people. He was a big federal government guy. So, they keep bickering and fighting, and the smaller states are saying, oh, you're going to be squeezing us out of the deal, and we're not going to have any power, because if the bigger states have more representation in the legislative branch, that's going to transfer into them having more power in the federal government and having more power over the country. And that wouldn't be equal for everybody. That wouldn't be equal for anybody, and wouldn't be that good. So basically, we have Sherman. He comes in 1787. He does the Great Compromise, or the Great Compromise of 1787, or Sherman's Compromise, whatever you want to call it. It's all interchangeable as long as you just realize the facts. And he comes in. He says, "All right, everyone, let's just calm down, okay? Jersey, sit down. We'll get to you in a minute." And he says, "What we're gonna do? Big states: Virginia, New York, Pennsylvania. You want two houses? I'm gonna give you two houses. We'll give you two houses." And the House of Representatives is going to be based off the state's population. If you have 1 million people in your state and Jersey has 500,000, you're going to have twice as many representatives in New Jersey. It's going to be fine. Virginia and New York kind of look at each other and talk about it, and they say, yeah, all right, we'll do it. Now he goes over to Jersey and Delaware, and he says, guys, I'm going to give you your own house, and it's going to be equal for everybody. And everybody gets two senators to represent them in the Senate. Two senators to represent them in the Senate. It's going to be on the test. Two senators in the Senate. Everyone's equal. 400 plus in the House of Representatives. Two houses. One is based on the state's population. One's based off of equality for all. Over 400 representatives, two for every state. If there's two for every state in the Senate, that's 100 senators, correct? Correct. Now, the smaller states are happy because they get the House that they have the equal rights and representation to, just like Virginia, New York, and the other big states. And the big states and the populated states are happy because they get the House of Representatives. Now, some people argue that the Senate is really there for no reason whatsoever. It's not going to get anything done. And the House of Representatives is really what the important thing is. And there's a couple conspiracies that Sherman was really working for the big... It's set. Sherman comes in. He says, boom. Virginia plan, 2 houses. Boom, Virginia plan, you get your representation based on your state's population. The other house, boom, equal representation for everybody. Small states, you happy? Big states, you happy? Great, problem solved. Next. And then they move on to the next problem, which is going to be the 3/5 compromise, which is a video for another day. So in a nutshell, in 1787, when they're figuring out how to do the legislative representation, they had 2 plans, the Virginia plan and the New Jersey plan. The Virginia plan wanted 2 houses based off of states' populations. The New Jersey plan said, nope, we don't want that, and their plan was that there's 1 house and everyone had the equal thing. Sherman comes in, says, all right, 2 houses. Representation is going to be in the House of Representatives, and it's going to be based off your state's population. The Senate, everyone's going to get 2, and it's going to be equal for New Jersey. You happy? You happy? Boom. Done. Move on. So, that is the Great Compromise of 1787. Sherman's Compromise, or just simply the Great Compromise in a nutshell. I hope you learned something. I hope this helps you. If this is your study guide or study aid for the test, good luck. For the quiz, good luck. If you're just doing this for fun, I hope you had fun. If you learned something, that's great. If you didn't, oh well. Try another video. I'm sure you'll learn something. All right.